Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
I'm like, okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
Welcome everyone to the SmackDown Podcast NXT Recap episode. My name is Vince. I am your host, and joined tonight, I got my main man, my friend over here, Mr. J Thunder, one half of the PWX Tag Team Champions. How's it going, my man? How you doing?
What's up, man? It's always good to be back. Shy Boys in the city, baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, last week we had RN on the show, and we were talking NXT. Now we're bringing you back. So it's a good change of pace to get to talk to you with some wrestling. Overall, man.
Oh, man, it's gonna be awesome.
Overall, I thought the show was really good tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, man.
For sure. Before we get into tonight's recap, guys, we'd like to remind you, if you love the show, we want to introduce you guys to our brand new Patreon. Yes, we are on Patreon now, so if you like the show, go ahead and support us. We have a $1, $5, and $10 tier. The $1 tier allows you to get early access to our videos whenever they drop, like unpopular wrestling opinions and our top 10 videos. So you'll get a couple day early access for that. $5 tier will give you like a sticker pack along with all the extra goodness of the $1 tier. Then we have the $10 tier where you can submit a video question / unpopular opinion that will be aired on one of the shows. So you can go ahead and get some TV time. And just in general, if you love the show, even a dollar, kick it our way. Greatly appreciate it. Helps for equipment and other stuff for the show. Also, you want to find other free ways to support the show, go ahead hit a subscribe button on youtube.com/SmackRaw Podcast. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and turn on the bell notification so you know when a brand new video drops. And also give this episode a download wherever you consume all your audio podcasts. And of course, check us out on WrestlingNewsWorld.com because we are their exclusive wrestling recap podcast. But with that being said, Jay, let's get right into the show and not waste any time. Just like Dakota Kai, who wasted no time at all by jumping Io Shirai to start things off, man. What you think? You gotta love that from like a heel. It feels like in 2K19 or 2K20 where you just hit the run-in feature and just attack the person and before the match even starts.
Like I was so surprised because I was so happy to see Io. And then next thing you know, Dakota Kai was like, "Oh, okay, all right." So we're starting things hot on this episode. That's what's up. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's what I want to see. That's something that needs to be done, especially considering everything that's going on in this episode. Like everything is like hot right now.
For sure. And this was a match that was announced, I want to say a couple hours before the episode started. Tegan Nox and Io Shirai teaming up against Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it, man. This match was only set up to further the plot point and story development of Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai, because that's clearly where we're going. And unfortunately for Tegan Nox and Candice LeRae, they were kind of just like pawns in this feud to help, move that story along. Would you agree or disagree with that?
I mean, I feel like in this instance, I would agree. I definitely agree with everything. I don't want to go into it because I agree with what you're saying. So definitely,
for sure. And it sucks for Tegan Nox, who was the number one contender and put on a great match with Io Shirai. And then now you have a Candice LeRae who recently turned heel and then just took the pin here. In fact, Dakota Kai walked out on Candice LeRae, which allowed Io Shirai to capitalize on that, hit the moonsault for the win. She basically left Candice LeRae high and dry. And I love the explanation she gave later on in her interview, how she's tired of doing things the right way. I'm not here to go ahead and have these triple threat matches or these tag team matches. I'm not going to sit here and wait for an opportunity. I'm actually going to go out there and take it. I should be the number one contender. I am the number one contender. I thought this was good. For what it was meant to do, I thought it was good. I just thought it was unfortunate that they had to basically sacrifice the characters of Tegan Nox and Candice LeRae for tonight only in order to advance this feud.
Yeah, I was going to say, it was kind of weird that Dakota, because they're both heels, obviously.
Right.
So that was kind of weird itself. Usually the heel team, they work together and everything's like cool, but Dakota Kai kind of just dipped.
Yeah, she just kind of started just like, fuck this, I'm out.
It was like fuck this shit, I'm out. I was like, well,
it was a rough night for Candice, but her husband Johnny Gargano had a chance to redeem and get some good vibes going into the Gargano household in his match against Roderick Strong, which was set up because both these guys lost, were the two losers in the triple threat match last week against Bronson Reed. Quick shout out to Bronson Reed advancing into that 5-way ladder match. So that's pretty good. He's going to make his TakeOver debut. And we got a TakeOver level match right here with Johnny and Roderick Strong. This was a really, really good match.
Yes, it definitely was. Like, I was kind of weird though, because like, I guess you consider the Undisputed Era as like heels, and now Johnny Gargano is this heel. Right. So would that make Roderick Strong the face?
Right, for sure. I mean, it did have that there. However, I do think that this was just more or less like a heel versus heel dynamic, and the reason
that's what I felt.
Yeah. No,
but it's kind of weird because you usually don't have these type of matches. Like, you don't usually have heel versus heel matches. So
yeah, but overall, like, what's the match itself? Like, did it do anything?
Match itself, I mean, like, it delivered. Like, I wasn't not expecting it to be a lackluster. It was great. Like, I think it was really good. Everything meshed really well together. It was smooth. So I'd say it could be one of the top matches of the night, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, it was definitely up there. It was one of my favorite matches of the night, other than like maybe the main event, because that really delivered as well. Gargano does pick up the victory here, defeating Roderick Strong. He hit the one final beat DDT. But there were a lot of reversals, counters in this match. Roddy obviously go ahead and target in the back like he should. And this was more or less the final straw, I guess, or the last thing
for Undisputed Era
to like just basically snap, because like after this we had an Undisputed Era backstage talk. Like, they're all talking with each other, like, what's going on, like they're all just like chatting it up with each other. And then here comes in Suave Kyle O'Reilly with a brand new looking beard, looking dapper as he always does, and he hypes them up. He's like, look, we're the Undisputed Era. You're Roderick freaking Strong, you're Adam freaking Cole, you're Bobby Fish, my tag team partner. We're the Undisputed Era. We run this company, we run this show, we run NXT, and just basically give them that, like, lit them up. Basically, is what they needed. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought especially what it set up later on in the show. And like I mentioned earlier, Dakota Kai, she had an interview where she explained why she walked away from her partner Candice LeRae. She's done waiting in line. She's done doing these tag matches. She's done doing these triple threat matches. She's the rightful number one contender. And as she's walking away, Rhea Ripley says otherwise. She's like, nah, I still have unfinished business with
Nah, son.
Son. And this has nothing to do with anything on the show, but did you notice how she went more blonde tonight? Yeah, Rhea Ripley. Did you notice her hair?
Yeah, I noticed it. Like, I noticed it just because of the fact that, like, she wears mostly all black to the ring anyway. Right. So
I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it though. I'm not sure if I like it.
I don't know.
Like, I like the old blonde she had.
I'm more so like, I think that I guess I'm a little bit, whatever with it, because I kind of just want to see her not in some stupid storyline.
Right. I
kind of want to see her in, like, because to be quite honest with you, she's not. Did she ever get her rematch?
Which honestly, I don't got the answer to that.
No. As a matter of fact, no, she didn't. I can tell you why she didn't get that rematch. Because after the rematch, that's after the match with Charlotte. That's when everything got pretty much, shut down. So she technically still has that rematch clause.
Right.
I'm just saying.
That's true. And she has a justification for wanting to go after Io Shirai. I mean, she did have that triple threat, but she never had like that one-on-one match, I don't think. So you might be right there. So following all that, we have Shotzi Blackheart taking on Mercedes Martinez, and again, set up from last week where Shotzi ran over the other ankle of Robert Stone. Mercedes came in, hit her with a big boot. Now we had Mercedes join Robert Stone brand, and she's out here doing the bidding for Robert Stone, just like defending the brand itself. Man, Shotzi brought the fight to Mercedes Martinez, but
that match. I love that match. That match was just it was. I will say it was weird, because I didn't think they were just gonna feed Shotzi to Mercedes like that.
Right.
I didn't think they were gonna do that, but it was still a good match.
It was. Like I said, she brought the fight, but Mercedes had a lot of big moves.
She did.
Yeah, and I think that's what overall got her the win here, is that she was the more dominant force. But Shotzi got a lot of offenses. This was not a squash.
No, that's
match
that's literally not taking that. Literally not taking that away from Shotzi. She did great. I will say I was kind of weirded because I don't remember that finisher that she did wasn't that Tommaso Ciampa's air raid?
It was an air raid slam. Yeah, man. She hit an air raid slam to win it. I don't think I've seen her hit that in WWE before.
That's what I'm saying. I know that's Tommaso Ciampa's move as well. So
right.
That's why I was kind of confused. I was like,
I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, like what's going on? I mean, I guess it's okay because considering the fact that Tommaso Ciampa's like nowhere to be found right now.
Dude, yeah, where the fuck is Ciampa? Like he lost a cross and he's been gone for like a month or how long it was.
So we don't know exactly what's going on with Tommaso Ciampa, but at any rate, like it was, like I said, it was weird not seeing it on Ciampa. It was used with someone else. So it was kind of off,
right?
But either way, the match was still good. It was still good. So
for sure. Looking into the chat real quick because Matt Ritter is like the honorary third member of the show right now. He's saying Shotzi is his shit. I knew she was gonna get fed to Martinez. Shotzi can eat losses and keep her popularity, which is fairly true.
This is true.
She comes out and she's very charming and charismatic. The tank, everything about her package is really, really good. He also says that I want to hit that. Is he referring to Shotzi or Mercedes? And he also says that Ciampa died. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Maybe just Ciampa just died. He's deceased. Ciampa died.
Coronavirus.
Oh my gosh, Corona got to Ciampa. Jesus.
Corona has gotten to add to some people in the WWE. So
right.
You never know.
For sure. Exactly. You don't know. Maybe that's a storyline they're gonna do. Don't count Vince McMahon out for like doing some crazy kind of storyline like that. Following this, we had a very interesting hype package for Ridge Holland, who I guess is a former rugby player and used to wrestle on NXT UK. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna try to sit here and pretend like I know who this guy is. I have zero idea who this guy is. He seems intense, and he's gonna be debuting next week. And we'll talk about his debut match towards the end of the show when we do predictions.
However,
yes,
I'm pretty sure that if Arn was in the chat, he probably would have something to say about it, because usually if we don't know anything about this person,
right,
he knows.
Bro, so. I swear, I used to pride myself of knowing who these indie guys are, or all these other independent wrestlers, or like foreign wrestlers that are coming into the States. I have no idea who these people are, and RN just like, oh yeah, that's this guy from so-and-so promotion. Oh, I've seen him wrestle at this promotion over here. I've actually caught a couple of his matches over there. So it's like, he's like a well of like knowledge when it comes to indie wrestling. I'll give him props. He knows his shit.
Him and
Sebastian?
Sometimes Kevin. Him and Sebastian, yes. Him and Sebastian are like,
very knowledgeable,
honorary like geniuses of wrestling. Like seriously, like I'll literally ask Arn about this guy and he'll tell me about it. I'll be like, damn man, he's got so much knowledge. Like I wish that like here's the thing, guys. As me being a indie wrestler, like you would think that you would know everything about wrestling. Completely the opposite. Like my thing was always WWE, TNA, WCW, and sometimes AEW now.
Right.
I was never big into the indie scene, so I didn't know what was going on until like maybe recently when I, heard about people like, Adam Cole and hearing of people about like Chris Hero and everybody that, that has come into, the E
Right.
and also in TNA and everywhere else. So, it's good to like try to be a student of the game, like that's what I like doing. I like whenever I hear about a new wrestler, I want to learn about them. So
Exactly. But there's only so much wrestling you can cover and so many people you can learn about, right? Like there's too much wrestling right now. Especially if you're like
wait, hold on, man. Wait. Let me not say true. There's never enough wrestling in the world, man.
Fair enough.
There's never enough wrestling in the world, man. Like you gotta realize, yeah, AEW and NXT are on at the same time, but you just gotta love it. Like you gotta love for this business. You gotta love for this sport, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what makes wrestling awesome are the championship belts. And Belts by Dan is a custom championship belt manufacturing, repair, restoration, and resale company started by the owner of BeltTalks.com. Belts by Dan offers fully custom championship title belts identical to the quality of those used on television by major boxing, MMA, and pro wrestling companies. They also offer accessories for owners of existing belts as well as resale of already completed belts targeted at high-end collectors. So if you're looking for a good championship belt, just like that PWX Tag Team title that my man Jay Thunder is holding, check out Belts by Dan and let him know that the Smack Raw podcast sent you. I like that little like Jeff Hardy thing that you did with the title right there, man. I don't know if you knew I was gonna pick that up, but I picked it up, man. I noticed it right away.
I didn't know you. I actually did not know you were gonna pick that up.
Oh man, that's that Jeff Hardy Boy shit that they used to do with the titles all the fucking time, man. Oh man, I love it. I also love what Keith Lee is doing right now. He hit a new level of intensity tonight. He came out and he called out Karrion Kross, and before Cross or anybody can answer, Cameron Grimes comes out, right? And he just gets utterly destroyed by Keith Lee. He is not playing around.
He got utterly, wait, hold up. Let me say it. He got utterly destroyed straight to the moon, baby.
I swear, man. Oh my gosh. You love to hate Cameron Grimes. He's just that annoying.
No, that man is good at what he does. I swear he is. Like I as much as I hate his voice, he is a good performer and he is good at what he does as a heel. I can't.
Yeah, you can't really knock him.
My hat off to Cameron Grimes.
Hey, there we go. So going back to the show, like I said, Keith Lee, he was very focused. He was pissed off. He addressed what Dijak said about don't interfering. Dijak's a man, he'll be okay. But he was just basically pissed off at Karrion Kross for not being the man enough to go ahead and get face to face with him. He even cursed out a couple times. Like, what did he even say that got blurted out? I can't remember. Do you remember what he said?
I don't, because like I was more interested in the intensity that Keith Lee was bringing,
and that was different from Keith Lee because we always see him cool, calm, and collected. This was him just fucking pissed.
Like it was literally just he snapped, and it was just like, oh shit, whoa. I've never seen this Keith Lee before.
kind of like when Goku saw Krillin die at the hands of Frieza and then just go Super Saiyan. Karrion Kross might have unlocked Super Saiyan Keith Lee if he hasn't done that already.
Super Saiyan Keith. Oh, God.
So, like I said, destroys Cameron Grimes in the process. Poor Cameron Grimes. Wrong place, wrong time, man. Scarlett comes out. She tries to distract Keith Lee. Cameron Grimes tries to make one final jump at Keith Lee and then just gets spirit bombed for his troubles. And Scarlett goes ahead and gestures towards the Titantron. Karrion Kross does like a little zoomed in video promo of his face, blaming Keith Lee for what happened. It's like, hey, we could do this the easy way or the hard way. You can just go ahead and give me an NXT title match, or you can do this the hard way. And trust me, you do not want to know what the hard way is. And he also like questions like Keith Lee's manhood. Like, what kind of man just stands there and lets his friend get destroyed like that? And honestly,
I love that. I honestly love that, because you know what? That's setting up for something. That is clearly setting up for something. Maybe Dijakovic is going to make a heel turn. It might happen.
Could be.
I think so.
I don't. It's up in the air. It's a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised.
But either way, that's nor here nor there. Keith Lee said he said anytime, any place, it don't matter. Come out so he can whoop that ass. And I was like, let's go.
And he also told Karrion Kross, you know what? Just name the time and place, and we'll do it. And, you know, just to fast forward a little bit, William Regal had to approve this match, and William Regal said, look, I'm not going to be bullied into making matches. Like, I'm going to go ahead, and this is still NXT. I still run NXT. You still have to earn your championship opportunities here. So, Karrion Kross, Keith Lee, that match will not be happening. Which, of course, it's going to happen.
Until 2 weeks from now. Until 2 weeks from now, when William Regal is going to be like, you know what? You guys forced my hand. Guess what? Match on.
Right,
but
exactly.
It's probably going to be a special stipulation. I'm pretty sure it is.
Mm-hmm, probably. And we talked about it on the show last week. Since you weren't on here, I want to like get your opinion on this. Did they get themselves in a lose-lose situation? Because I feel like regardless of the outcome, part of me is going to be disappointed, because if Keith Lee drops the title to Cross, you're like, damn, they already had Keith Lee drop the title right away, and he already just relinquished the North American title. Then if you have Karrion Kross lose, you went ahead and already like gave him a big time loss right out the gate when he was so hot and been destroying everybody.
Well, here's my thing. Like, first and foremost, y'all, I didn't get a chance to watch NXT last week, which after this is over with, I'm going to go and watch that, because like I said, I called Vince up,
right,
and while I was watching NXT tonight, and I was like, why isn't Keith Lee the NXT North American champion right now? He was like, oh, he relinquished it for more opportunity. I was like, why isn't he champion?
Right.
Like, the thing about it is that I'm already feeling some type of way, because he already relinquished the title for the North American championship. He already relinquished that title. It'd be kind of stupid if they sit here and give the title to Karrion Kross.
Right.
But here's my thing. It could be probably because of the fact that Karrion Kross is getting that momentum.
He's getting that Goldberg push right now, man.
Yeah, he's getting the Goldberg push.
Right.
So he might just lose to Keith Lee. But the only thing about it is, if he loses, it has to be because of the fact he has to be strong.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Matt Ritter is in the chat distracting me. He's like, Keith Lee's a motherfucking star. Scarlett and Karen are going to get that BBC from Keith Lee and the 1, 2, 3. He's like, nah, Cross can lose. It's about how he loses and how he looks. And then Matt's like, wait, we can call Vince? How do I call Vince? I want that hotline number. Cut him off, Vince. I know you want to. And I'm like, okay, you know what, Matt? If it's that much of an important issue with you, I will send you a personal DM with my phone number. You can call me at any time, so long as I'm not sleeping. But I will not give Yes.
Also,
yes.
If you want, Matt, I will also send you my number just in case you want my hotline as well.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Matt, yeah, there you go, man. We'll give you our number, slide into our DMs. We got you, man. We just can't give our number on the show, you know. We're gonna just get spammed nonstop. Right?
77. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Oh, wait.
Stop it. Oh. Let's get back into the wrestling. We had Imperium taking on Ever-Rise, man, and yo.
Can we not talk about this match? Because to be quite honest with you, I feel bad for Ever-Rise. I really do.
Yeah, just kind of happen.
I don't know if it's Morrow or if it's Tom Phillips, but they always build up Everrise, and it's bad because
have they ever really built them up? They just come out and get squashed every week. Last week they lost to Breezango.
Here's my thing: if you listen to the commentary, they build them up as this
up and coming
much up and coming team who has a lot of potential, and not only that, they have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Experience. They have a lot of experience because they've been on the indie scene. So that's why I feel kind of bad for them, because they're kind of like not really doing too much with them, and they just fed them to Imperium. But what I will say is, I liked what happened after that match.
So what happened after that match, Jay? Walk us through that.
Because what happened after that match, my boys from the UE came in and whooped that ass. That's what happened. They came, they saw, they conquered. They told everybody, we still run NXT, even though eventually they're going to go to the main roster. But either way.
Will they, though? Do you really think they're going to? I don't think they're going to go to the main roster.
You know what? Man. I feel like they are, but the way that they're portraying them right now, they're not going nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. They came out a little bit more intense, just like you said. They went ahead and attacked Imperium, and Undisputed Era went ahead and just said, we run NXT. You guys think you do? No. Like, we're really the ones that run NXT. They had more intensity. They're like, they weren't playing around. They weren't as goofy as they normally were. They were more intense. And just quick shout out to the chat. D-Rod's in the chat. How's it going, D-Rod? Thank you for joining the better Smack Raw podcast Wednesday show right here on NXT. D-Rod also says Undisputed Era should stay in NXT for a while longer, IMO. And yes, they definitely should, man. Honestly, because if they call them up to Raw or SmackDown, what are they really going to do? At least in NXT, I think there's still some stuff for them to do. We haven't seen them like without the titles for a really long time, so it might be a different dynamic. Also, Matt Ritter says Blue Chew can't pick these guys up. So I'm not sure if he's talking about us or Everrise, man. But okay, we'll go with it, Matt. We'll go with it.
Matt. We love Matt.
Following this, though,
we love him.
Following this, we had Isaiah Swerve Scott taking on Jake Atlas in another really, really good match between these two competitors. I think didn't at one point Jake Atlas kind of hit like Buddy Murphy's finisher from the top rope?
I thought so. Like I thought that's what would happen. Like that match was like pretty fast paced, like from start to finish. So but either way, it was pretty good. To be quite honest with you, I thought when Swerve came out, I thought he was gonna go against Santos Escobar.
Yeah, because he called him out last week in like that little like promo thing he had. Maybe they're just building him up for Escobar later down the line.
Yeah, but the weird thing about it is I didn't know. I thought maybe Santos Escobar. Vince, you gotta help me out, man. I don't know how to pronounce the group name, so you gotta help me out.
Legado del Fantasma.
Legado.
Kind of like my last name Delgado, but Legado del Fantasma.
Fantasma. Okay.
Yes.
I usually don't have a problem.
Right.
Pronouncing anything Hispanic,
right?
But this one's kind of a tongue twister.
It is, man. There's a lot of L's in there, man. D-Rod says this is that NXT is the better wrestling show, and we are the better recap show. Thank you, D-Rod. We are. Matt clarified Everrise. He was speaking about Everrise. So yeah, dude.
Tell D-Rod, thank you. Oh, and speaking of that, thank you for coming on to the Raw recap with me. I definitely appreciate that. That was awesome.
Yeah, and thank you both guys for subscribing to our Patreon. We greatly appreciate your support. That was really, really nice of you guys. We haven't even had like a week into the Patreon, and we're already getting a couple. We got like maybe like 6 or 7 patrons on there, so that's really, really good to see. And if you guys want to support the show, you want to support the better NXT show, go ahead and drop $1 at least. You get early access to our videos, and you get early access to the recaps too. So yeah, man. Isaiah Swerve Scott, Jake Atlas, man, dude. Swerve picked up the win here with the JML driver, I think what Morrow called it. It looked pretty dope. I'm
just weary about the name of the move.
JML.
I wonder what it means.
I don't know, man. JML. Like, if you could put something in there.
Just my luck.
Just my luck. Hey, that's very good right there. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if that is, man. That's a really good name right there. Good so, on the fly thinking on your part, Jay.
So thank you. Thank you.
Swerve picked up this win. Jake Callis just came back from injury, picks up the win, helps build them up for his future match against Escobar, I would assume. So what's going to happen? What's happening with Drake Maverick, man? Wasn't he supposed to have a title? I thought they were going to go back into that storyline, but it looks like they might have just dropped Drake Maverick altogether. And if that's the case, what was the point of bringing him back to the company?
Know something else?
Yeah.
You want to know something else? What happened to Breezango?
Bro, they literally showed up last week and nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be fucking found. What the fuck was that?
Oh my god.
Jesus. Anyway.
NXT, they have so much talent, they don't know what to do with it, man. I swear.
Dude, I think that's WWE in general. They have so much talent, they don't know what to do with it.
Oh my god.
And they just go ahead and just, well, we're gonna do this week. But speaking of talent, man, next week, loaded card. They have 3 really good matches. Dakota Kai taking on Rhea Ripley. The winner of this match goes on to face Io Shirai at TakeOver 3 weeks from this Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. So, between those two, I like Rhea Ripley, but it's got to be Dakota Kai that picks up the win here, right?
9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go with Dakota Kai. Like, they wouldn't be building her up this much to let her just get beat by Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think it's Rhea's time right now, but
it was Rhea's time and it came and went. You know what happened to Rhea's time? Charlotte Flair happened. They threw in Charlotte Flair and her title reign just went up in smoke and then got replaced by Io Shirai.
Yeah.
She was a big star, man. She was a big star. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah. But I also we didn't talk about it, but I also wanted to talk to you about that interview with Timothy Thatcher, because we didn't talk about that.
Oh yeah, go for it, man. Unpack that real quick.
So we were talking about the whole because you mentioned this in the you mentioned it on Twitter.
Yes.
I had to like relook. I rewatched it, and I was like, oh my god, there he is.
So
Dexter Lumis in the background.
So Thatcher had an interview, and you can see in the background. I didn't notice it. If it wasn't for Twitter, God bless Twitter. Sometimes it could be a godsend. Sometimes it's a hellhole. But tonight, if it wasn't for Twitter, I wouldn't have noticed that Dexter Lumis was literally in the background, looming, so to speak, no pun intended, behind Thatcher. And then again, I don't know if you saw this, when Finn Balor was getting ready, like warming himself up, you saw Dexter Lumis behind him too. And at that point, I'm like, he's going to win, isn't he? I'm about to lose this bet to fucking RN, aren't I? I'm about to have to wear Cody Rhodes' neck tag too, aren't I? So,
well, here's my thing. I didn't. Well, we haven't gotten to it yet, but I thought that was just Dexter Lumis antics. That's what I thought,
dude. Dude, at that point, I should have known he was gonna win. Another match we got next week, which is set up tonight. Imperium defending their NXT Tag Team titles against Undisputed Era. This is a toss-up. I can see it going both ways.
I think they're gonna. I think for the most part, I don't know. I don't think Imperium's gonna hold that title for long, because here's my thing: they've been on and off on NXT, and nothing's been going down with UK. So, what are they really doing with the titles? Nothing. Exactly.
There was a joke on Twitter I saw about mentioning the fact that at one point NXT had tag team titles, and it's like yeah, you're right. Ever since Imperium won the tag titles, yeah, it was kind of cool to see them as tag champions. It's good to see Imperium in NXT, but the tag team division has been floundering ever since. Who got called up? I'm trying to think who got called up. That
Street Profits.
Because War Raiders been called up.
At one point in time, Breezango was called up.
Oh, you know what it was? It also hurt them with that the Broserweights got injured, and Grizzled Young Veterans, they're stuck in the UK. So
They're
because
stuck
of
in the
Corona,
UK.
yeah, because of Corona, they're stuck. So that's what happened with the tag team division, is that they just
Which is one of the main reasons why they brought back Breezango.
Yeah, for sure.
So, because it like I said, their tag team division right now is kind of fucked.
Yeah,
So,
it really is, man. Honestly, and this is the NXT recap that loves NXT. We both love NXT, but we always gonna sit here and like call it how we see it, man. Honestly, we're not gonna sit here and just...
dude. Like I'm very saddened. Like I wouldn't care if it was Raw or SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, trust me, I love the Street Profits. I love the War Raiders, and you know, I'm actually starting. You know what? Just to get off topic,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually starting to feel for Angel Garza and Andrade.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I am. I'm starting to. I think I like this I guess what it's called, this love-hate relationship between them.
Yeah. It's
I love
good.
their dynamic together.
It's going good.
I love it.
So going back to the Imperium versus Undisputed Era match, I'm gonna go ahead and say Imperium retains here via DQ or some kind of like non-finish, because I feel like this could set up, because we're looking at Takeover 30. Undisputed Era has nothing going on. Why not do everything you can to bring Walter over back to the States for Takeover 30 and do a rematch of Worlds Collide? Imperium full force, all four of them, against Undisputed Era, all four of them, one more time. I would love to see that at Takeover 30. I think this is what it could set up, and it gives Undisputed Era something to do before they get called up. If they
didn't win, did they?
Undisputed Era, no, I think they lost that match to Imperium. Didn't. Exactly,
they lost that match to Imperium.
Rubber match maybe after if they do set it up for a Takeover. And as we saw tonight and last week, we have another triple threat match. This time it's Oney Lorcan, Damien Priest, and Rich Holland. Again, I have no idea who Rich Holland is. Chat, if you guys know who Rich Holland is, please let us know. Sorry,
I'm just excited to see Damien Priest. That's what I'm more excited about, because he's been gone for... Because was he on last week's show?
Think so. I can't recall, man. Honestly, there's a lot of shit that happens.
Well, because he's been gone. Well, he wasn't on tonight. So, like I said, when you miss someone who's a valuable part of the show,
mm-hmm.
like you miss them a lot. Just like with Rhea Ripley, with at some point in time, I don't remember, but like with Rhea Ripley, like with Io Shirai, like Mia Yim's gone right now. She hasn't been on the show.
Yeah.
So
what the fuck's up with that? I think she lost her match to Candice, and that was it, right? And then Candice lost tonight. And then what the fuck happened? Like, what was the whole point of that?
That's what I'm saying. Like she hasn't been on the show for the past like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. And, like those are valuable people that are a part of this show, and they're not here.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
I mean, except Kyle O'Reilly, which we already knew what the deal was with him. But,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
But
so,
yeah.
Between that triple threat, Oney Lorcan, Damien Priest, Rich Holland, who do you think is winning that? I'm honestly gonna say here.
As much as I want, I think they're gonna have Rich Holland win that.
Yeah, it's his debut match. He has to win, right?
He has to. They're building him up. Like, they built him up this week, and then he's going to win next week. Which I hate the fact that it's going to be against Oney Lorcan and Damien Priest, who are good. Man, like, I wish they would give Oney a push, but thank God they're doing something with him.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, for sure.
And especially Damien Priest, who is a championship worthy. So
yeah, I could totally see him as an NXT champion down the line if they actually do something with the guy. So before we get into the main event, two things. I want to give a quick shout out to RN, because RN did went ahead and kind of call the theme of this 5-way ladder match, where it was going to be a bunch of new guys that have never been in that title picture. So it makes complete sense as to how or why that would happen. So, shout out to RN. It's probably going to be Rich Holland, and that's going to be the theme that carries over. And another shout out to RN. This triple threat match did not sit well with me because it's starting to look like I'm gonna have to get a temporary Cody Rhodes neck tattoo. If you guys didn't watch the show last week, me and Aaron had a bet. I bet that Finn Balor was going to win that ladder match and be the new North American champion. Aaron said that he wasn't even going to win the triple threat match tonight. Finn Balor did not win the triple threat tonight. Unless there's like a second chance triple threat or battle royal or something, and Finn Balor somehow gets into that match.
However,
it looks like I'm shit out of luck.
Even though you lost that bet, you have to say it was a pretty good match.
It was a really good match. Let me look at the chat real quick. D-Ross says he loves Dexter Lumis stalking everyone. He loves it. Matt Ritter says Dexter Lumin is his spirit animal as he creeps into these chats. Yes, Matt, you're definitely the Dexter Lumis of the fucking live stream chats.
Yeah, he is. He's the Dexter. The next thing you know, he's gonna be the Dexter Lumis of our DMs. Like, chill out.
D-Rod says, I bet on Balor. I still hope he gets in the ladder match somehow. I hope so too, D-Rod. I do not want to get a temporary neck tattoo.
I feel like Finn is the one that's gonna win the title because they've been sitting here pushing the fact that he has not won that title.
Yeah,
they've been pushing that numerous amount of times. So there's no possible way that he should not win
unless they set up him versus Thatcher in the feud. D-Rod also mentions Damien Priest versus Grimes happened recently. I got Priest winning the triple threat match next week. Again, I wouldn't be surprised to see that, but Rich Holland seems like he's going to be a guy they're trying to build up. Matt's like,
is this the qualifying match? Is this a qualifying match?
Yeah, it's a qualifying match. So whoever wins that triple threat is going to get it added to the ladder match. Should be the
third it's one. Not Oni. Let's just live with that.
It's not Oni. So. No offense, Oni, but fuck out of here, Oni. You're not winning that.
To be quite honest with you, no, we love you, Oni. We love you, really.
Right. But Matt says, temporary my ass. You get that shit done for real. He's referring to the Cody Rhodes neck tattoo. So I'm not going to get that for real, Matt. Fuck off. I'm not going to go ahead.
Hey, Vince, have your sister draw it.
No. AEW on their shop, they have Cody Rhodes temporary tattoos. Me and RN aren't the biggest AEW people. We're the NXT people, obviously. So I thought it'd be kind of fitting for one of us to like just pay up that way. It's starting to look like it's going to be me. So RIP my neck for a week or so.
For a week. All right.
For a week or so.
I mean, Vince, you gotta realize, it's okay though. You already got tattoos, so it'll be like it's normal.
Yeah, but see, not that, man, not that ugly tattoo on my neck though. All my tattoos are very tasteful and very nice. But let's talk about this match. Lumis, bro, he hit that ricochet onto the outside and quote unquote stuck the landing. He did not stick that landing, man. He totally did not stick it because they cut away. They did like a quick cut, and then all of a sudden he was standing and everybody's like shocked react. He did not land it. They just went ahead and pre-recorded this, and that's what that was. Also, I like that this was
I didn't want to say nothing.
No, man, go for it. You gotta say it, man. I mean, he didn't stick the landing. It was a terrible editing job, man, for sure. And then on top of that,
maybe he did stick the landing.
I mean, if they did him a disservice because with that camera cut, it made it seem like he didn't, and they trying to justify it. You know, kind of like when the wrestler misses a move and it doesn't connect, and they just switch the camera angles. That's what it felt like to me. But on top, regardless of all that, I love the match because it was a clash of different styles. Lumis, the more methodical Randy Orton-esque type style. You had the Timothy Thatcher ground and pound, like working the body part, and then you had Finn Balor, who's just a straight up brawler and like moves at a very fast pace. Like I said, match was really, really good, man. Anything for you that really stood out that you appreciated or you enjoyed?
The ending.
The ending
was the probably one of the better what was it? The silence.
The silence, yeah.
Extra Lumis hit.
Yeah.
And Finn hit the coup de grace.
Mm-hmm.
perfect. And then the ending where
Thatcher?
Timothy Thatcher gets the leg lock in.
Ankle lock, I think, at one point, right? He had the ankle lock, and then he just like...
He had an ankle lock in. And then while he wasn't looking, Dexter Lumis is sitting there looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
He just it was beautiful.
It was a beautiful shot, man. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was really, really good, man.
It was just as beautiful as that shot of Finn Balor and Keith Lee.
Yes, when Finn Balor's doing like the finger guns, and then Keith Lee just creeps up behind.
Like, and then all you see is Keith. They did that. They did that at the I think if I'm not mistaken, the triple threat match with Keith Lee, Finn Balor, and I forgot who the third person was.
Keith Lee, Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano.
Gargano, yeah.
Yes.
They did that. They did that. They went back to that on that match, and that was pretty good. Like, I enjoyed every part of that. So
yeah, definitely a very good match. I enjoyed it myself, except for the finish, because it looks like I'm gonna get a neck tattoo, man. I mean, that's the only reason why you don't enjoy the finish. I mean, but it was a good finish. In an alternate universe where my neck isn't on the line, I would have loved that finish. It would have been beautiful. The sequence at the end where Lumis is just staring at the title looked really, really good. I kind of want him to win it now. I don't know if you saw this or not, but WWE Shot just released a brand new Dexter Lumis shirt that says "Tortured Artist," and it's just like his hands like wrapped around a ring, kind of like he's a giant. It looks fucking amazing, man. You gotta check that out. So yeah, Lumis moves on and advances. Yeah, man, he advances to the ladder match, and look, I'm all for it. I'm the only reason that I'm against it is because I don't want to get a neck tattoo, but you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
It's okay, man. It's all right. It's okay.
It's okay. I think I'll be okay.
You will survive.
It's gonna affect my dating life, but I think other than that, I think I'll be okay. So real quickly, gonna look at the chat one more time. Matt says he's got to bring out the inner heel in Jay. So he's gonna try to bring out the inner heel in you, Jay. So I don't know what that entails.
Inner heel.
Yeah. Matt also says and asks us what happened to SmackDown NXT. Ashley, we're about to introduce SmackDown NXT right now, so we're gonna look on NXT. So guys, if you do want to go ahead and ask us a question in advance or something about the show and pencil you in here, you can go ahead and use the hashtag SmackNXT, and we'll get your question in here. I mean, you could always join the chat, but we'll find you in advance. So let's see. Matt, see, this is why Matt wants me to like bring up the goddamn hashtag, because he's the only one that tweets it out now. He mentions, gotta say, Triple H addressing it and them using it on TV confirms that the Cole Pat McAfee is a story, not life. So I don't know if you saw that or not. Adam Cole was on the Pat McAfee podcast or show or whatever, and he blew up. He snapped at him, cursed him out, and walked off on set. A lot of people were wondering if it was a shoot or a work. You know, turns out like it's gonna be a work if they're gonna use it on NXT TV. It was probably just a way to like hype up Adam Cole. And also he says, no fucking way, tea bags and body bags. Dexter Lumis moves on. Mr. 8984, you called that shit, didn't you? So he's basically addressing the fact that he kind of called that Dexter Lumis was going to win the match last week. Also, going back to the chat one more time before we sign off, Matt Ritter says, Jay is too nice. Jay, you are too nice, my man. For a big man, you're too nice. You need to be a little bit more vicious, more of a heel when you're talking in the podcast, apparently. But, hey, regardless of the fact...
That's Aaron. He's the one that's the
super critical guy. One. Yeah, the guy that always shits on Mia Yim for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
him.
That's all right. All right, we'll be back next week. We'll bring him in. We're gonna do it like a little revolving door and shit going forward. So yeah, guys, this has been the NXT SmackDown podcast recap. Again, like I said, if you enjoy the show, go ahead and give this a thumbs up on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, download this episode wherever you consume all your audio podcasts. Check us out on our Patreon. Join the Patreon. We got the $1, $5, and $10 tier. Very supportive. Also, check out Jay Thunder. You know, his beautiful PWX Tag Team title. Again, another plug for Belts by Dan. Check out Belts by Dan and let them know that the SmackDown podcast sent you.
Under 2009.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter at SmackDown Pod, at JThunder2009, at SES Vince. But with that being said, that's the show, guys. We'll catch you guys next week for more NXT. Later, y'all.